Ulanzi Video Accessories.
They call me crazy cause I'm facing all my giants. They try to scare me into thinking I can fight it. They tell me I should never even think of trying. But that's just me, I'm gonna live out in defiance.
Movo. Creators want it.
What's going on, guys? It is Wednesday and it is 7:30-ish. And look who's here on screen. Both myself and David. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just realized part of my hat disappears with this green screen.
Hey, yeah, it's the shoulder pads and
Napa's chest plate.
Yep.
Yeah. What's funny is they're not even green.
Really? What color are they?
Yellow. They're yellow.
That's funny because, like, you've got plenty of yellow in the background. I don't know why I would even cut that out. He's got a hole in his head. It's all right. Well, what's going on, guys? It is Wednesday. It is The Geek Saga, two salty veterans that are huge geeks, and we are here to talk geek with you guys, and we're really excited. I'm actually pretty happy because this is week number 2 with David being back, and it's always great to have him on, and I'm excited. But what have you been up to?
I don't have to hear you all day.
You only have to hear me once in a great while now. But so what's going on, man? What are you up to today?
Just trying to figure this thing out. Look at that. I'm gone.
Jeez.
Just chilling, man. I've been cleaning my house all day, getting ready for my father-in-law's moving in with us. So
sounds like fun. Yeah, I've been here getting ready for LA Comic-Con. I took this week to kind of just do nothing but focus on it, and I've told you about what the plan was going to be, and now the booth plan has changed in a sense, because we're still going for that Saturday morning cartoon theme. But now we're going to be sitting inside of, instead of a TV, which I was really excited to build a giant TV, we are now going to be in the Flintstone mobile.
I'm not wearing shoes. Just want to let you know.
Hey, that's fine, man. But you got to be wearing a brown shirt with the tie.
No.
Oh, wait, no. Barney just had a brown shirt, huh?
I'm wearing an orange and black shirt. You're wearing a brown shirt.
Hell no. I ain't no freaking Barney.
Nah, you're wearing a white dress. You're going to be Velma. You're going to be Wilma.
No. Hell no. Although, hey, do you remember the Flintstone movie when it first came out?
Yeah.
And do you remember who they picked to play Betty?
Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell. Why would you pick Rosie O'Donnell to play Betty?
Because she's Rick Moranis's friend? I don't know. Maybe they got along well?
I don't know, man. But I always thought, I mean, when I was a kid, Betty was still pretty hot. She was as hot as what's her face? As Fred's wife.
They were all drawn the same.
Yeah, but so you're gonna give me, freaking Rosie O'Donnell? She's not drawn the same as the other chick. What the heck? I'm just saying.
I don't know, man.
Well, I'm pretty excited about this coming LA Comic-Con, man. Dude, have you seen the lineup of people that are going to be there?
I peeked at it when I was trying to do my badge thing, but I haven't really looked at it since.
Dude, so the biggest ones, of course, is like is David Tennant, Billy Pepper from Doctor Who, and then of course the cast of Daredevil, Charlie Cox, D'Onofrio is going to be there. I mean, those are just the headliners. Then the list of all the other guests that are going to be there. Holy crap! It looks freaking amazing. I'm actually pretty excited. Phil over there on Instagram is on Phil Mucci, which is actually he is one of the creators of that wonderful comic that I have on the wall, which is Gringo Loco. I don't know. Did you ever see this thing? Did I show you it? I didn't get a chance to show you, huh? And it's got some great technology behind this comic. They worked really hard because it's like you got bam, and then bam. Woo! 2 comics in one. You don't get that technology too many places. And it's actually a really great comic. And the artwork is amazing in this. Story is amazing. Everything's amazing about it. So I think Phil, if you're still on, are you going to be at LA Comic Con? And could you spare some time to come to our booth and we can do another interview there? That would be awesome. Let me put that back up there next to my Cantu. So, anyways, it's hot up in here, man. It's hot.
Yeah, man. I've been, like I said, thinking about going into my attic, and every time I step up there, I'm like, oh, dude, it's hot up here.
I can only imagine what it's going to be like during the winter time up there.
It's probably going to be amazing. I'd rather be cold than hot.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I think, you know what? I think there's been a time when I was out in the field, I may have gotten freaking became a cold cat.
I believe that.
Because I can't do the cold very well. So I don't know. Anyways,
I've never.
Now we got all that out of the way, huh?
I said I've never been a casualty of anything.
Neither have I, but for some reason, it's the cold that has now gotten like it's gotten. I don't know. Is it maybe my age? Maybe I'm getting old.
I don't know if you're getting old or if you've been old.
I'm getting old. All right, getting. God. Anyways, let's talk about some of our affiliates. The last few that we still have, and actually we're working on a couple more. I'm really hoping that these things start to pan out. We did get a letter back from Ghost, so we'll see what happens there. And we also got one from it was Ghost, and there was another drink, and I can't remember what it was that I reached out to. I was just like pumping them out there. But 2 of them have responded back, and now we're waiting for our applications to go through.
Nice.
Yeah. It's not easy, man. You've got to have like a bajillion followers, and I mean, granted, we're up to like, we're finally over the 1,000 mark and we're climbing, but it's tough.
It's a rough life, man. I don't know how people get these sponsorships just out of the blue.
Well, see, the problem is that we're missing we have extra body parts somewhere and missing other body parts.
I don't know, man. There's plenty of dudes who get sponsorships.
But how do they do that then?
I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure that out.
We're definitely gonna have to figure that out.
Dude, did you see the entire cast of Starship Troopers is gonna be there?
Yes. So we're gonna have to take a special walk over and see Johnny Rico and say hi, first of all. And I got to remind him that we met at Pasadena Con and we're the 2 veterans. And he's a huge, I guess you could say, not advocate, proponent, lover. Lover's bad.
Supporter? Supporter of vets.
There we go. Supporter of vets. He's doing his part, right?
Sounds like you're trying to make him do more than his part.
But he's a super cool dude. The last time I got to meet him, so maybe we'll be able to connect a little bit more with him and the rest of the cast that's there, which I'm really excited about. But let's kick it off. Let's talk about one of our first affiliates, which is Ulanzi. Let me make it small. There we go. Nice and I was about to say nice and small. Starting off on a good note today, aren't we? Ulanzi is a great company. We do use a lot of their products. A lot of the lights that are actually lighting up right here where I'm at are Ulanzi lights. I love them. They're great. They're great priced also. They always have tons of great sales. So if you're looking for great products like these lights, go on to Ulanzi, click the link that's in our bio. It'll send you right over to them. I have to double check to make sure that that link is still an affiliate code, but we were an affiliate as far as I know. And again, we still use their products because great price, great products. Can't go wrong with these things. Not only do they have great lights, but they also have a lot of other great little products for cameras, tripods, and just a whole myriad of things. So check them out. Go over to ulanzi.com. Next we've got, which we're going to hit up or talk about more of, which is Movo. Movo is another great company. So here's the thing, guys. Listen up. Listen real closely. If you are going to be going to LA Comic-Con, we are going to be giving away some Movo mics and some Ulanzi lights. We will be raffling them off. We'll be having contests. We're actually going to be doing several different games that will be giving away prizes. And some of the prizes are Ulanzi lights and Movo microphones. And I wanted to show you guys the latest thing that I got, which was the Movo Nano wireless microphone. Let's bring that up. So this thing is tiny. So here's the little case that it comes with. It literally clips onto whatever you want to clip it onto, and it actually sits inside. It comes with a little charging case, of course, like a lot of their microphones do. But the great thing about this, so it attaches to your phone, and it's literally that big. Can you see that? Look at that. So one of my biggest pet peeves is seeing creators, content creators, with their microphones, and they're doing this with a little tiny thing. It irks me to no end. I literally will turn off an interview if I see somebody using a microphone like this doing that.
What if it's on a spatula?
Hey, if it's on a spatula, that's different, all right?
Just asking.
I still can't get over that. Spatula. But what the thing is that we have these great things which were given to us by Wham stands, and this is what we use to put. We're going to be putting that little nano microphone inside of, and then we actually look a little professional when we're out there because we could actually put a microphone in somebody's face. So, anyways, guys, yeah, this is a great brand new mic. It just came out probably about 2 weeks ago. So I'm really excited to be able to get it out to the field and try it out. $50. Can't go wrong. And it has 2 sets of mics. It's not just one. So that's a great thing too. So you wire up 2 people. So anywho, let's take us back to this. That is it for our affiliates. We used to have a ton of them, but now we're kind of like running on empty. But it's a new year, guys. So things are changing. Come next year, we'll see what we've got, who we've got, or what's going on. Yeah, I'll let you know. I just saw that. But anyways, guys, it is time to get to what we always like to do on this show, which is, wait, you got all the stories that I sent you, right?
What? You sent me stories? Yeah, I got him.
He's a great guy. He really is. He's always prepared too. Let me double check to make sure my stuff got transferred over to where from one computer to another. Yes, it did. That's the problem with this thing, is that sometimes it doesn't transfer over, and then I lose my notes. Dude, I don't know what is up with my internet. Is still really like laggy when it comes to the camera, and I just upgraded. Yeah, I just upgraded the internet, and plus, in here where I'm at, I actually have it wired. So I don't know what's going on, man. But oh, we got to stall because I forgot to download the stuff. So yeah, look at that. Oh my God, it's great. That's some wonderful stuff. I'm trying here, all right? I forgot to download because I came in here literally right as I was getting done with all the slides and everything. And then I still had to put everything back together in here because I spent all day just putting foam and shaping and painting. So I didn't have a chance to get everything loaded up like I wanted to. And there we go. Okay, there's that. And then there's this. So how are you liking the new house?
It's good, man. It's been a lot. We've been cleaning and moving stuff because we still had stuff at the old house. So we spent literally the last 3 weeks going back and forth, picking up things here and there, and then just dropping it in the middle of the house and then slowly going through it every day. And dude, I think we tore up the house just bringing shit here. And now we're finally cleaning the back end on it. So hopefully by Friday, we'll be done cleaning, getting it all done.
Dude, yeah. Moving just sucks. It's exciting, but it also sucks.
Yeah, I mean, we've had the house for almost 2 years now, but we just haven't been able to get all our stuff here because we were still living in the other house too. So soon it'll be good to go, and then I can start working on the attic and cleaning out my cellar and finding a place to set up so I don't have to tear down, break up every day. Because right now that's what I'm doing. I'm tearing down and putting back up.
Oh, dude, it sucks. I mean, granted, in here I kind of could leave some stuff up, but like when I'm doing stuff like I did today with a lot of the building and like doing all the different builds that I've been doing, I have to like push stuff out of the way. I have to cover stuff. I got to make sure that dust isn't everywhere. And then when I'm done doing the building, I got to go back and then I got to re-clean everything, get all the dust. It's just, I wish we had an actual studio, like where you and me have our setup and we just work. But
yep.
Someday.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I almost feel like your closet was a better place for you back when we started because you had like everything set up.
Dude. Yeah, but okay. So yeah, I complain that it gets hot in here. That freaking closet was twice as hot because everything was just enclosed and I was like, oh my, like one time I almost I was like out of it because I was so hot in there. And I couldn't wait till the show was over. And this was when I was still doing Behind the Mask also. And I remember Dennis was saying something and I was just all like, and I'm just like, you could see me slowly just fading. And I'm like, all right, cool, we're done. See you guys next week. Click, we were out. I was just like, I got to get out of this closet. It's freaking balls hot. At least in here, it's got more room. I've got a couple of fans kind of set up so I can get the airflow better, but who knows? Someday, have something real. So, all right. Oh, sorry. James is saying, let's go. Sorry, James. I didn't know you were running the show. All right. Anyways, It is time for all right, Return to Silent Hill's first teaser trailer drops, and it's freaking creepy, dude. Did you see it?
I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I read the story and I looked at the highlights, but I was like, yeah, I'm not watching that trailer right now.
Oh, and you know what? You don't, and I know you never watch trailers, so it's fine. But you've seen the other Silent Hill movies, right?
No.
You've never seen the Silent Hill movies?
I went to watch the first one, and then I was like, this is freaking not what I'm into. And I turned it off, and I never finished it.
Well, you've played the game, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, the first movie, I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't like the game. There was elements to it that was like the game, but this one looks a lot like, I think it's the second Silent Hill.
Ah, man, I don't remember which one's which, but I do remember walking down a street and a body shooting across the street, like from under a car, and you're in a cloudy, like the town's cloudy as hell. I think it's the intro to 2.
Yeah, that's what this one's going to be based off. And that's what it reminded me of, which you got the dude, he gets up and he's walking, and you got the fog, and yeah, something darts across, and you're like, holy crap, what the hell was that? So a lot of the scenes that they've showed so far in this actually look really a lot closer to the game than the previous adaptations. And James is saying it seems like a good adaptation also. It seems like it stays a lot more true to the actual game, which I really hope so, because these games were freaking scary as hell.
Yeah, I played them. I play all the horror games. Like I told you, I don't really care for scary movies because I feel like they're all predictable and I can figure them out. But I played Silent Hill, Resident Evil, all those freaking games, Fatal Frame, growing up. And dude, I can never predict where they were going, so it kept me glued to the game. I remember being 19, 20 years old, walking through my house, turning all the lights on because I was freaked out because I was playing this one game in the middle of the night.
Well, this particular game, Silent Hill, I remember playing. I was living back at my mom's house, unfortunately, but I was there, and the house is creepy as it is. And this thing it's an old house in East LA, wood floors, everything's making noises. And I was sitting, and I had this little sofa chair that was in the middle of the room that I was in. All the lights were out in my room. I had the door closed, and I'm sitting there and I'm just playing, and I heard a noise in the house. I was like, oh, hell no. Put down the game. I turned off the game, turned on the lights, started watching something funny because I was like, nope, not going to do that again.
Not today.
Going to do.
Yeah, dude, this game literally freaked me out. So, I mean, like I said, I don't really watch scary movies. One, they stick with me too long, and I freak myself out. But two, I don't know, man. If the game was really scary and this is a true adaptation of the game, I don't think I want to sit through that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, this has those terrifying Silent Hill nurses, which there was a scene where it was just a mob of them rolling down a hall. It's like, oh, hell no. And then, of course, the lying figures, creepers. It's got a lot of the stuff that we've seen. And on top of that, we are getting, of course, Pyramid Head, which we saw at the end of the trailer, which even that character's freaking, it's creepy as hell to see that character.
Yeah, dude. When I was scrolling through the story earlier and I looked at it, I was like, dude, that looks just like the game. Like it's kind of gross and I hate it, but it's good at the same time.
it does. It looks really good. So I'm actually pretty excited about this. And it's, me, when it comes to like, we start to see a bajillion of certain movies. I'm just like, dude, we don't need this. We really don't. But this could potentially be the best of the Silent Hill movies. And now with this, if they do pull it off, they can go forward with the other movies, and it may just be worth watching. And actually a horror film compared to just a cheeseball game film.
Yeah, I wish. Excuse me. Oh man, I wish when they were doing these movie adaptations, like, don't give us something fresh, don't give us something new. Just take that first game and turn it into a movie. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Just, the writing's done, the story's played out. All you got to do is turn it into a cool film.
Just find people that kind of look like the characters in the movie and give them the same lines that were fed to us when we were playing the game, because that was we loved the storyline, we liked the dialogue, we played the game. So here's the crazy thing. So the director of the 2006 Silent Hill movie is the one that's coming back to helm this new adaptation. So we'll see if Christoph Gaines can pull it off this time. Like I said, the first one was okay, but it didn't give me the creepy Silent Hill. It does have a cult following, but Gaines is really hoping to bring a psychological horror approach, even if it diverges from the game again, which that's the part that I don't like. That's what he says. And it's like,
I don't know. I think if they do it well, if they follow the story enough, we shouldn't be, too distracted by the veer off. But if they just like, we took 3 elements from the game and we're just going to move forward with it because the visuals are stunning, it's going to fall flat just like the first couple.
Yeah, I mean, if we've already seen the best of the movie, which is the nurses, creepers, Pyramid Head, I mean, the fact that it looks like Homeboy's actually walking into Silent Hill, the town, and that's all we can pull from the game, then yeah, it's going to fall flat, and we're going to do it again. All right. Nope, not going to give them money again. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me a third time, I'm a freaking idiot.
You're a freaking idiot.
I'm not an idiot. But this Silent Hill is coming out January 26th of 26. So the trailer delivers an unsettling visual, eerie vibe and classic monsters, but it's only a teaser. So let's hope that Christopher Gaines, being back in the director's chair, and a cast that looks like it can be a great cast, is ready to dive deep into the fog and return to Silent Hill. So let's sit back and wait and see what comes from this. But
yeah, I dropped that into the chat if you guys want to follow along and see what we're talking about, or you want to take a look at that teaser. It's all the way at the bottom of that page.
All right, next we've got Brutal Red Band clip confirms The Long Walk. This movie won't pull any punches. Hey, so this, what's crazy? It's a PG-13 movie.
That's crazy.
That honestly, and this, I know this is another one that you didn't see the trailer for, but the crazy thing is that it's just the trailer alone. It is seriously, like, it should be an R-rated movie. So
I don't think I ever read this. Well, I haven't read a lot of the Stephen King books. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't think I've read or even looked into this one. So it's going to be interesting to watch it, because I think that's how I'm introduced to a lot of Stephen King stuff. It comes out on TV or it comes out on freaking a movie, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go read that book, and then I end up like not reading the book, but looking at the cliff notes.
Well, I mean, it does take a certain person to read Stephen King books, to be honest, because his style of writing is very, very descriptive, like long paragraphs describing something that you could have just been like, it was a red dress, and get the same effect.
Like descriptive, like Tolkien descriptive.
Yeah, like Tolkien descriptive. So he's pretty descriptive in what he's writing, and it's a lot of long paragraphs to build a picture. And it's great. I do like a lot of Stephen King books, and he has written a lot of really good ones, in which obviously a lot of them have been adapted into movies. This is one that I've never read also. And it was because this was written under his pseudonym name, his pen name. So it wasn't written by Stephen King. It was written by Richard. What does he go by? It starts with the B. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I don't have it right here. Yeah. But so a lot of people didn't know that it was a Stephen King book and didn't pick it up. Those that did found out that it was a really good book from what I'm seeing. Also, freaking Luke Skywalker's in this movie.
I saw that. I haven't seen him in anything in a while, man.
I know, but that's him right there on the screen.
Oh, is that him?
Yeah, that's him. So he plays like the main,
major.
I guess, yeah, the guy that's telling them walk, and when they don't walk, they get. So the whole premise of the thing, there you go, Richard Bachman. He also wrote The Running Man, which I just recently read. The Running Man, and dude, I'm really hoping that the new Running Man movie is as good as the book, because it's going to put the old Running Man movie with Schwarzenegger to shame, because the book is freaking really good, and the whole premise behind it.
I don't know, man. Schwarzenegger and gold leotards is hard to top.
I know, but dude,
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
I'm on TV.
Oh man. But anyways, so this is based on Stephen King's 1979 dystopian novel so it kind of has a feel of, the book was kind of written like in the way of The Hunger Games. So if anything, actually The Hunger Games was written kind of in the same realm of The Long Walk. Because they volunteer to go and take this massive walk, and they've got to walk at minimum 4 miles an hour, the slow down speed for 30 seconds plus. And if they slow down for 30 seconds or more, they get a warning. 3 warnings, and they're executed. No exceptions. And then the last man standing wins anything he wants for life. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd let him execute me. I ain't gonna lie.
What? Well, I mean, this looks
4 miles an hour. Jesus.
Yeah. Dude, I don't think I've ever walked 4 miles. I don't even know what 4 miles an hour looks like.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I think I'd probably be shot within the first mile.
I don't think it's super fast. It's not like, how are we walking at this pace fast? But it's like, I would assume it's like when we're running and you have to slow down for that slow person. And that's when you start getting the shin splints, because you're doing that slow trot, like, and then have to pick it back up again once they catch up. Like, that's what I'm assuming for 4 miles an hour, it feels like.
Dude, that's rough.
Like, it's just, I I don't know, like a drudging pace that you're just keeping up with.
You're not quite running. You're not really walking. You're
Like a power walk, I guess.
I mean, from the video, it looked like they weren't doing like a power walk. It seemed like they had a good stride going, but and the thing is that along with the walk and the thought of if you slow down, you can get shot, the fellow walkers can basically take you out as you're walking.
That sucks.
Yeah. So it's got a lot of like I had already said that the big one was freaking Skywalker, Mark Hamill himself, and then you've got Ben Wang. He said Wang. Ben's Wang, he's from the Karate Kid reboot. Roman Griffin Davis, which is Jojo Rabbit. David Johnson from Alien Romulus. That was horrible. And Christopher Hoffman, who was a newcomer. But
Cooper Hoffman.
Huh?
Cooper Hoffman.
Oh, Cooper. I'm sorry, Cooper Hoffman. I read it quick. But
this coming from a guy from the Hooked on Phonics generation. Ugh.
Hey, I didn't do Hooked on Phonics. It was too expensive, all right?
You don't have to tell us. We know. It's evident.
I was public school educated, okay? God.
So was I. But I can tell the difference between a Christopher and a Cooper. Damn it.
Yeah, well, I don't have my glasses on, so there we go.
Yeah, whatever.
But so this whole thing is a balance of shocking violence with emotional weight and memorable performances. I mean, it's coming up really soon. I think I really will go to the movies and go see this. I just found out, dude, that the movie theater close by to me, the Harkin, it's a really nice theater, and it's cheaper than AMC, and they start movies at like 9:30.
In the morning?
In the morning.
Jesus Christ, who's up that early?
I am. And especially if I don't want to be in there with a bunch of rejects. You like that? I caught that, huh?
Barely.
I had to think about what am I going to say. But if I don't want to be there with a bunch of stupid people that are pulling out their cameras or a bunch of dumb kids coming in and making all kinds of noise when I'm trying to watch a movie that I'm really wanting to see, I will go. And I think the last movie we went at it was like the 10:30 showing, and it was empty. Oh, and it was Superman. That's what I went to go see at a 10:30 showing. It was great because there was maybe about 10 people scattered throughout the whole theater. So didn't hear anybody. Didn't see phones come out. Nothing. It was perfect. A bunch of old people. It was wonderful.
Sounds like a bunch of old people's at 9 a.m.
Hey, but that's the best crowd because you know what? They don't say nothing. You don't even know if they're awake or alive. So you get to just
catch a movie at 10 a.m, and by the time it's done, get home from Matlock.
Hey, it's Murphy Road, all right? Get it right.
They follow each other, all right? You just have to sacrifice the Price is Right to go watch those two.
Well, I mean, they get home in time to start cooking dinner. I mean, shoot. You know?
And then if they stay awake long enough, have supper afterwards.
There we go. Look at that. Win-win for them. But, yeah, so we got this thing coming out on September 12th. So what is that? 2 weeks? Yeah. We're just about 2 weeks away.
Roughly about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. So if the clip is any indication that The Long Walk won't just be another dystopian film, it's a psychological pressure cooker, a social commentary, and a horror-tinged endurance test all in one with a stacked cast. This could be this might be the Battle Royale X. and Stephen King mashup, and we'll see what happens. So September 12th, you guys want to go check this out? Oh my God! Now, freaking Liquid Death has hit me. All right. Anyways, moving on to the next thing, which this was something I meant to ask you about, and if you've seen it, but oh wait, not this. My notes are backwards. Anyways, Knight Rider movie in the works. What do you think, man?
I'm down with it, man. As long as they make it cool and interesting, and they find the right person to play, fucking the Hoff's character,
Michael Knight.
Yeah, Michael Knight. I think it'll be fine, man.
Well, I mean, so first of all, this thing it's being put together by, it's in negotiations with the trio that scripted out Cobra Kai, which, if you've watched Cobra Kai, you know that there's a lot of 80s reference through the whole show from start to finish. And a lot of it has to do with Johnny Lawrence and his love for the 80s, because he cannot get away from it. And he had mentioned Knight Rider in the show before too. But these are the guys that are going to be that are in negotiations trying to script it out. Likely that Hurwitz and Schlossenberg will direct. Production powerhouse. So yeah, I mean, do we need this? I think so.
Do we need it? Probably not. But like I said, as long as they just lean into it and give us what it is, 80s classic freaking pop culture, just references in the left and right, freaking cast Mark Wahlberg to play Michael Knight. And dude, let it do its thing. You know what I mean?
So my only fear is that they may take it too far and make it into like a Chips. You've seen, I mean, you saw Chips, right?
I saw Chips.
And what did you think of Chips?
I thought Chips was entertaining. It was funny. It definitely wasn't Chips in terms of like Estrada. It wasn't his Chips.
Mm-hmm.
It was definitely better than the Dukes of Hazzard remake.
Oh, dude, that was just garbage. Like, no joke. Like, yeah, that was bad. But so they were in talks before about doing a Knight Rider movie back in 2020. Obviously, everything fell apart because of all the nonsense that happened during that time.
The pandemic.
The freaking cootie-demic. But before that, we had several like different Knight Riders that came. So we did have the 1980, was it 84, 83 or 84?
For
when
the
this originally came out. I'm looking to see if I have it right here. I think it was around that time because it was on along with like 82. So the original show went from 82 to 86, and obviously we knew it has David Hasselhoff as Michael Knight. But then it ended in 86. Then they tried bringing it back for, I think it was like Knight Rider 99 or 1999 or something like that. Then there was like a Knight Rider 2000. They changed the car from what it was to a Mustang later on in the later iterations of it. They tried really hard to bring it back. Never caught on. It just fizzled out. They got rid of it. They did do like a short TV movie of Knight Rider in between, which had ratings because it was not that long after the Knight Rider show ended, but they have not successfully pulled off a Knight Rider anything since the original show.
Yeah, so it looks like there was the 82 movie, Knight Rider 2000, Knight Rider 2010,
2010
TV spinoff, which was Team Knight Rider, and then a 2008 TV movie, which also had a single season in 2008. And every new kit was a different type of car.
Which I know that there was a Mustang, and then there was what else?
I didn't go that far in. I was just kind of like Googling.
What is going on, everybody, over at Instagram? Tactical Cowgirl and Edna Mode. I'm looking through here to see what else we have as far as
so there was the first one was the 82 Pontiac Trans Am. In 2008, it was a Ford Shelby GT500 KR, and then it was a 2009 Ford Mustang GT and a Ford F-150.
I think I remember that. That was Team Knight Rider, right?
Probably, man. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I didn't watch anything after the original.
I remember seeing all those versions. I didn't really watch them. I know that they had one that was like on USA. I think it was Team Knight Rider, and they just couldn't capture the greatness that the original Knight Rider had, and why they had to shift over to a freaking Mustang. Just it doesn't work.
Well, Pontiac disappeared in the 2000s, didn't it? Or like late 2000s, they were already on their way out.
Yeah, but even then, it's like, dude, okay, fine. We don't have the Trans Am. Can we get maybe a Corvette? It looks closer to what we see there, or even like the awful 2000s Camaro, which was horrible.
But
hell, they could have done a Toyota Celica.
Have you ever looked at the Camaros when they did the Trans Am body kits for them?
Yeah,
that would have worked.
Yeah, they could have pulled it off. We didn't care if it was a Trans Am. We just wanted the shape. That's really what it was.
Because the reboot series had the most iterations of kit because kit constantly changed for the series. So that was a 2009 or whatever the reboot series was. In order, he was an F-150, an F-150 van, a Ford Crown Victoria Interceptor, a Ford Mustang Warrior in pink convertible, a Ford Flex, and a 69 Ford Mustang Mach 1. And he was an underwater submersible at one point.
Wow. All right. Kit's been quite a few things. The crappy thing is that if this does go through, we will not get the same voice. We will not have Mr. Feeney anymore as the voice of Kit.
What?
Yep. He's I mean, I know you're done once I said that, but.
All right, can we at least get freaking the older brother from Boy Meets World, and can he just say "Fine" all the time?
That's it. You just want Kit to drive around, stop and be up, "Fine,
Fine," and then done.
I'm more than likely it'll probably be Bill Hader that'll be the voice of Kit because he does all those voices anyways.
Dude, I could see. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Bill Hader, maybe Alan Tudyk.
Oh,
I would like to see David Hayter as
David Hayter.
Yeah, he hit us with the snake voice, like Otacon.
Well, I think I'd be fine with Alan Tudyk. He always plays those characters really well. So,
yeah,
But I mean, we'll see. With Cobra Kai creators driving this reboot, expect a mix of the retro flair, high octane action, tongue-in-cheek fun. Let's just hope that they don't make it so tongue-in-cheek that it becomes Dukes of Hazzard meets Chips.
Like
that would be crap.
lean into what it is and just own it. Like we all know it's based off of an 80s TV show. It's like if they brought back Magnum PI. You can't make it a serious show.
Well, they did bring back Magnum PI.
Right, but I mean a good one. If they brought it back and made it good, you can't make it a serious show. It has to be a goofy ass show.
That's true. But this is true because I did see I think I saw a couple episodes of Magnum PI and I just was like, no. And I had to turn the original back on and was like, all right, I could do this.
Yeah, if you don't get a scene where the camera just zooms in on Selleck and he's all, it's not Magnum PI, dude.
Yep. Nope. All right. Moving on to the last one, which this is what I was going to ask you about, which have you watched this?
More times than you know.
And what did you think of this?
It's phenomenal.
Really?
It is really good.
Okay.
It is.
I'll hold.
It is. My daughter was watching it at the house while I was on activation. And I think it was 3 or 4 days in a row. My wife was like, hey, check out this movie. Your daughter's been watching it. If she asks you about it, at least you can talk to her about it. And I was like, yeah. Didn't watch it. Then I didn't watch it the second day. I didn't watch it the third day. And I got back to my tent one night and I just couldn't sleep. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just put this movie on and I'll probably fall asleep to it. Dude, I did not fall asleep till after the movie ended. And I had to come down from the high because it was so good.
Really?
I went into and like I said, I went into this movie just like I do everything now. No expectations. I didn't watch any trailers. I didn't let my daughter spoil it for me. My wife didn't really give me too much. She just said, hey, check it out when you get a chance. So you can talk to her about it when she gets home. And I'm not a huge pop fan. I don't like Korean pop. I don't like, well, I can't say I don't like it. I don't really find myself listening to it where, oh my God, this is so good. You know what I mean? Sat down, watched it. The animation was freaking amazing. The animation is really cool. You get a lot of weird Teen Titan moments where they make these goofy faces and then they go right back to being serious or whatever over the 3D models. So they get these super goofy looks over their face and then boom, they're back to 3D looking models. But let me tell you, that music is freaking amazing, dude. My daughter listens to it in the car and I don't fight it. I'm like, yeah, we'll listen to it. Sure. So yeah, I've seen it. I've watched it. I'm actually drawing her a picture of the 3 main characters from the movie at the moment. It's not done yet. Dude, this thing is crazy, crazy big. How crazy K-pop Demon Hunters has come out.
So I saw, and this is not just on one, it was all just on one website, but I had also searched other sites that I usually get stories from, and this is all over the place. Everything from Demon. Oh man! Oh, sorry. The mic's right. The mic's right under me.
Bless you, I think.
I think I shot out from both ends.
Better out than in, you know what they say.
But anyways, so this thing has become so big that they are now having viewings at movie theaters, and they're sing-along viewings, and people are going nuts when the songs come on and sing along with them.
Yeah, man.
It's become there's 236 million views, which bumped Red Notice from the top of Netflix. Their songs are getting rave reviews. It's ridiculous how much this movie has just blown up.
Dude, when I tell you this movie came out, I think it had been out for a week, and 2 of the songs topped Spotify and Apple Music. And I think every song on the album that's an actual song sung by the girls in the movie has topped the 100 the like top 100 list, every single one of them.
Jeez.
I don't know what part in what like what area they've topped in, but yeah, dude, it's huge, bro, and it's already greenlit for us for a second, third movie and live action.
It's insane. Like the first time I still haven't watched it. I'll be honest, I have not watched the movie just because.
Don't do it. You're gonna be hooked.
And it's like I'm not afraid that I'm going to be hooked, but I just was like, what is this nonsense that I'm seeing? So dude, I haven't watched.
I'm telling you, it's good.
Okay, I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to wait till everybody goes to sleep and then I'll watch it.
No, have your daughter watch it with you.
She did. She was the one that came back, and I asked her, so what is this whole K-pop stuff, or what? She's all like, yeah, we were just messing around, and she went up to this like this thing for her cross country up into the mountains. So they did a whole weekend thing. And she says, yeah, all the girls were still up, and we didn't know what to watch. We turned it on, and she's all like, everybody was just glued to the movie. So we watched it another like 2 or 3 times while we were up there. I was like, and this is a group of like 15 and 16-year-old kids.
Dude, let me put this in perspective for you. I watched it. So while I'm gone, I have this dude in operations with me. He's a prior service Marine, super quiet, just kind of chill dude, does what he's told, answers questions, talks to you if he has to. If you're not talking to him, he's just chill. And he knows that I'm a big anime and like cartoon lover and whatever. And we're on this activation and we're sitting in some point in LA somewhere. And I'm just chilling and just kind of walking around, talking to people, seeing how everybody's doing, checking morale. And he's like, got this weird, like sad, don't want to talk, like kind of like his head's down. He's like, what's up, man? And he goes, I'm not sad. I'm embarrassed to ask you this, but have you seen a movie called K-pop Demon Slayers on Netflix? And I was like, no, like, I don't even know what that is. And he was all like, it's really good. And then he just put his head back down and like, didn't say shit. I was like, nah, there's no way, dude. He goes, I don't like K-pop and I really love anime, but just watch it. And then after that, like immediately after that, my wife was like, have you seen this movie? You need to watch it. And like, that's how I got into the whole, my daughter wanting me to see it. And dude, I'm telling you, it's crazy good. It's crazy how good it is that like I don't have anything bad to say about the movie.
I was really hoping you would, because
to bring it down a notch because it's everywhere.
Yes, and I know that sounds really bad, and who knows who might be watching this and say like, wow, we were about to hook them up, and look at this guy, he's talking crap about this
dude.
But
I'm about to learn me and my son are about to learn the freaking choreography and do this dance.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's what I was leaning into. So not only did the Marine tell me about it, I get home and I'm talking to my 18-year-old and I'm like, bro, like your daughter is all over. I mean, your sister is all over this movie. He's like, Dad, I was on the game. And he's got like 6 or 7 homies that he talks to all the time. And he was all like, I was on the game. And my buddy Santi was like, you guys all need to sit down and watch K-pop Demon Hunters. 18-year-old dudes. And they were all like, what the fuck? Like, why would we watch that? And they start trashing him. He makes them all watch it. And they were all singing the songs while playing on Xbox Live together.
I think that this is a way to brainwash America, bring us down.
So that they can fill you with kimchi. I don't know what you want, but it's I can't say anything bad about it, dude. It's really good. It's entertaining. It's entertaining. The music's good. The writing's good. The story's good. And then the lady who did the movie, like every character is so Korean. Like they're just supposed to be like these K drama looking characters, and they all fit that build to the T. Like it does everything she wanted it to, and it just works, man. Like I hate to say it, but like it works, and all the music's really good.
Damn.
If I was at work, we would be watching this in the shack.
We probably would. There's no doubt about that. Oh my god, dude! So the crazy thing is that the film crushed the box office and it's just an estimate of about 18 to 20 million, making it the weekend's top grossing movie when this thing came out. The Netflix movie last week scoring another 25.4 million viewers. Like, there's, I can't say anything bad about it because I haven't watched it, so I'm not going to. And then on top of that, you're there telling me, yeah, all these dudes have watched it and said it's really good.
I haven't heard one person say they hated it. If that tells you anything.
That sucks. So, since the premiere on Netflix, June 20th, here we are in August, the K-pop Demon Huntress has been praised for its originality, high energy. Yeah.
All I'm saying is give it a chance, man.
236 million viewers to date. This is to this day that have watched it.
Normally, I would say it's a Netflix original, steer clear. They're not great. They suck. They're overwritten. They're overacted. Something. But the acting's really good. They brought in real K-pop singers to sing these songs. A few songs, I think the actresses themselves sing. But nothing big. Like the big ballads are all actual K-pop singers. Even for the boy band that's in the movie, like it's all K-pop singers who are singing those songs.
Well, Tactical Cowgirl over here, she said, I'm excited for the second one. That movie was originally supposed to be 3 hours long, but Netflix told them it was too long. Holy crap, 3 hours? And she said, the music is amazing. You know what? Can't do it with you people. You're ganging up on me. Hey, damn it.
We're not ganging up on you. We're just threatening you with a good time.
And Tactical Cowgirl, see, you know a lot of stuff. I was just talking to her earlier. She's actually Doc Ray's wife from my old unit. And yeah, there we go. All right. So
let me put it to you this way. You grew up during the boy band craze, right? We were kids when New Kids on the Block were big and Donnie was the most popular Wahlberg. We were there for the rise of Boyz II Men. We saw Backstreet Boys. We saw NSYNC. And even if you weren't into that music, to this day, you can still sing one of their songs from each one of those bands.
Oh, my God.
Freaking, you know what I mean? Like, earworms, even if you hated them, you can sit there and be like, I insert random song and you can sing any one of them because you've heard them forever. But that's how good this music is. Like you hear it, it's that right kind of poppy that you're like, holy crap, dude, this is gonna be in Trolls 4. Like that's how good the songs are.
Well, I mean, New Kids on the Block was, and this dates me, was, yeah. I want to say they were the first, but it was actually Menudo was the first boy band that really hit it. And
that's what they followed.
Oh my God, Tactical Cowgirl said Hanson.
Hanson was a little late.
Yeah, but it's still, that song is going to be in great now. And I just got, damn you over there on Instagram.
And I think it's Hanson with an O, Hanson.
Bop. All those girls were cute. They were cute little girls. I mean, how
They were
could you
little boys.
not like them? Oh, they were little boys. Oh.
Yeah. How dare you?
Oh, what was I? There was something that I saw that's what they said.
Just want to know
like,
how doing.
All those little girls were really cute. They're little boys. Oh wow! In that case, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's like it's the right kind of poppy. Like,
oh God, I want Tactical Cowgirl and freaking David, both you guys. I mean, K-pop and kaijus. I guess it's the perfect combination.
no, you
got
demons.
But did I ever tell you that story about was it Lieutenant Messias, which is my old LT? Somebody did that where they did the heart thing, and he's all like, "We were in our vehicles. I'm standing below him because he was up on the top rung of the Mat V, and he looks down at me, and he looks back at the person that was doing that, and he goes." And I was like, LT, she doesn't want to know your size. He's throwing a heart at you. And he's all like, oh.
Wow.
I was like, sir, just get in the vehicle. You're showing your age.
Just get in. Close the door.
Get in. But all right. Well, I guess K-pop Demon Hunters is a wild, high-energy thrill ride that's as stylish as it is heartfelt. With killer animation, a great soundtrack, and an all-star cast, it's no wonder it's taken over both Netflix and the box office. Wow. I did honestly like.
Too good.
All right. Guess I'm watching that. I'll watch it tonight, and I'll tell you what I think tomorrow. I'll probably be bumping the music.
I'm telling you, man, it's like I don't know how to put it. Like, to tell you how good it is, it's like the first time you heard Sublime. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, that's different. It's good. It's how can you not like that song? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. But
no crystal balls.
I got steel balls. Anyways, all right, that is it for. So she says it's got her husband, and her 3-year-old constantly listening to the soundtrack.
Dude, I'm telling you, my daughter listens to that movie we're like, you can't watch it on the TV, stop watching it. And then we turn the corner and she's hiding behind the couch on her tablet. Like, she's mouthing the words because she has it so low, only she can hear it. Like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny, man. All right. Enough. I will watch it. I'll let you guys know. I mean, I'm not going to say that it's going to rank up there with like The Greatest Showman, but we'll see. Because that's music I could just. Yeah.
It's like the first time you watched The Greatest Showman, dude.
Anyways, we're going to move on to our next segment, which is. So this week in Geek History, we are talking, since we did talk about the latest movie that's going to be coming out, we're talking Stephen King's 10 Best Stories, which, David, I am pretty sure, despite you not reading the books, you've actually seen at least the bulk of these stories, because these are all his top best that they did turn into an actual adaptation of a movie in one shape or a TV show. So, starting with, let's get my notes up so I can remember what I'm starting with, because, I just got a mosquito on my neck. Dude, I hate mosquitoes. I hate them with a passion. But, so here we go with Legends, Lore, and Literally Chills Collide. Today we're going to be diving into the chilling, twisted mind, an often heartbreakingly human world of Stephen King. So the Master of Horrors actually put out, and that's what he's called, is the Master of Horrors. He has over 60 novels with 200 short stories. King's created a universe of nightmares, small towns, and cosmic dread that spans generations. And actually, did you know that most of his stuff takes place in Maine? Because that's where he grew up.
I never put that together, no.
Yeah, so I was just listening to, oh my God, I forgot what book I was listening to, but they kept mentioning Derry, and Derry is the city that it took place in. But it's also where like the Langoliers came out of, and like a lot of this stuff is based out of Maine in one shape or form. So it's actually pretty crazy. But we're going to kick it off with The Stand, which came out in a great year. The great year is 1978. It was an amazing year. Did you watch this at least?
I did not. Not at all.
So they've done this twice in two different series adaptations. The first one came out in 1980. I believe it was 85 or 86. No, probably 87, because it had Gary Sinise, who played the main character. It had Rob Lowe, and it had freaking Patrick Starfish right there in it.
Underwear.
And his big line in the movie was M-O-O-N. That spells dog. Everything he spelled was M-O-O-N, which we all know spells out cat. So let's get it right, guys. But that was his big line in the movie. So with this book, it was actually a post-apocalyptic epic following survivors of a deadly plague, COVID, as they chose sides in a supernatural battle between good and evil. There was a black old woman who they called Mama, and they were all trying to get to her, while there was the devil, who was a white dude, Flag, and his hometown or his station was Las Vegas, center of all evil. Go figure. This was actually a really good book. It's a really long book, but it was a really great book. Then they actually came out with the second version, which was a more recent. I think it was back in 2021, and that had James Marsden right there, freaking Cyclops, and he plays the main character. He's now takes over for Gary Sinise in that role. I never got to finish it.
I think you mean Donut Lord.
Huh?
I think you mean Donut Lord.
Donut Lord?
You never seen the Sonic movies?
The what?
You never seen Sonic?
Oh my God, you're right. He was in Sonic, yeah. The Donut
Lord, man.
I actually like the first one. I'm gonna.
The third one's good.
Really? All right. I gotta watch it.
Actually, they're all pretty good.
I got on a kind of a kick when I was at one evening at work, and I started watching them, and I didn't finish the second one, so I got to get back there. But it's got a really great cast of characters in the book itself, and of course, in King fashion, of course, he describes this world that they're now living in, which is horrible, but it's a great story. So if you guys get a chance, read this one. I listened to it also. I actually read it before you say something, David. I read the book, then I actually listened to it because I needed a really long book for the month of when I was driving up and down from work, and I listened to it, and it was actually really good. So,
did you listen to the original book or the 1990 complete and uncut version?
Um,
Because supposedly the complete uncut version is the best version of that book.
I don't remember. I'll have to look at my Audible books. I think I did the uncut because it was longer, and I always go for the longer books because I want to be able to stretch that thing out as long as I can before having to get a new book. So I'll have to look at it, but it was really good. So there you go. The Stand. Next we've got Carrie. You've seen this one, right?
I've never watched a single Carrie movie, but I know what it is.
So the original book came out in 1974. The movie came out, I believe, 4 years later, and it was scary as hell. Homegirl gets splattered with a bunch of pig's blood, and she just goes nuts. She already had psychic powers, and she was telekinetic along with it, and she just went berserk and killed everybody because for some reason they didn't like her.
That's crazy.
It is. So remember this, guys. Remember, Tactical Cowgirl, you're gonna say yes to one of these sooner or later. You know that. But when you bully somebody, you don't know if they have telekinetic powers, and they might unleash them on you. So don't pour pig's blood on them.
Like Sheldon, trying to blow up people's heads.
Freaking scanners, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, and then his head just explodes. This one debuted the novel's mix of horror with tragedy and the most terrifying coming-of-age story. That will be Carrie. So if you get a chance, read that one. All right, got another one. Let's see if you got this one. Pet Cemetery.
I did watch the original. Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me, if you saw a cat that looked like that, what would you do?
Try to ride him into battle like he was freaking Battle Cat.
Just get on his back. Just let's go.
Join me again next week when Skeletor returns.
Heard of it, but no, I haven't. See it, watch it. This movie, when I first originally saw it, scared the crap out of me. Okay, especially when you've got that little kid and he has that freaking scalpel, and then he jumps on the back of the old man. He's just like,
Yep.
That scared me.
Bro, the intro to this movie had me freaked out.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, everything about this movie was freaky as hell. The book, obviously, is 10 times better than the movie. So there are things, obviously, that they leave out of the movie, but in the book, it's scary. So definitely read this. The family discovers a burial ground with the power to bring back the dead, but at a horrifying cost. Basically, whoever you put in there or whatever you put in there comes back and is just evil as hell. The little kid finally ends up being killed again. So you've seen the movie, and you remember the scene where the little kid is playing in the yard, and obviously nobody's paying attention to them. They're living by a apparently well-traveled road with a bunch of semis, and the little kid just runs out to the middle of the road and just... That's bad parenting. Not paying attention to your kid.
Yeah. So how old were you? Tactical Girl asked, how old were you when you first saw it? Did you watch it in 93 or did you watch it later?
No, I saw it in...
I watched it in like 91.
So it came out in 80... Oh my gosh, let me bring this up.
83 was the book, right?
Yeah, 83 was the book. And it came out in...
It was like the early 90s. I could be wrong with when I put my time on there, but...
Pet. The original one was 89. I was right. So 89, I was in 6th grade.
I was probably like 5 or 6 in 89.
Wow. Yeah. So I mean, it still scared the crap out of me. It was still scary enough. So yeah, I was. How old were you when you? I was old enough. That's all you got to know. God.
He was too old.
I was. I was. Next, we've got It. Now, this movie. Come on.
I saw the original, this version of it.
Yes. The original. And this is what people don't get. That the original was really scary, even though it was a TV miniseries that you watched on ABC, and it was like a two-parter. And then they came out with it on VHS, and it was 2 cassettes. So there you go. But, dude, Tim Curry.
So creepy, dude. He always plays the creepiest characters.
Well, I mean, shoot, even his when he played the devil, or what was he called
Prince
in
of Darkness?
Prince of Darkness. Dude, he played that part good.
It's his voice, man. He's got that weirdly like velvety, deep baritone that just adds some creep to everything he does.
Well, it's also, I mean, this was him in the makeup. He played it up so well. It was great.
Yep.
And what do we say? Know the movie, never watched it. Never watched it. But the new version of it was a little closer to the book, but I don't know. It just wasn't as scary. It just didn't have what the original one had, for me at least.
I didn't even watch the new one. But like I've told you, I stopped watching scary movies a long time ago. So I never went and saw it. And I wasn't even interested in what it looked like or anything. I was just like, another It. Like, it's not going to be as good as the first, so whatever.
I was really hoping that it would be better than the first, but it really wasn't. If you guys haven't read the book, it's a great book. The basic premises is a group of kids in Derry, Maine, which if you read a lot of his books, you're going to hear Derry and Maine a lot. Confront shape-shifting cosmic horror, only to face it again as adults. The great Pennywise the Clown was played by, of course, like we mentioned, Tim Curry. And one note to you guys, if you guys haven't read this book. I don't know what was going through Stephen King's head when he wrote this portion of the book, but there is a, I guess, explicit description of these kids doing it.
Call it what it is, man. There's an explicit orgy in the book.
Yes. Because apparently we find out that Homegirl, her power is packed away down below. And she revives all the guys that way. I don't know why. I don't know why he put it in there, but
it's weird.
It was really. But anyways, moving on to the next one.
This is where you insert the clip of the girl from Snow White. Weird.
But Misery.
It's a crazy movie, man.
It was a crazy book, and it is a crazy movie also. Dude, if I saw Homegirl standing over me with a freaking sledgehammer.
Bates, right?
Yeah, no. Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Yeah. Dude, that sledgehammer scene, rough.
It is really rough, and the book's really good too, of course, and obviously all these books are so much better than the movies, and even Stephen King himself has said that most of them the books are obviously better than the movies. He completely denounces what was it that he saw that he was like, nope.
Thinner?
What?
Was it Thinner?
Thinner? Was it?
Children of the Corn?
You know what? I can't remember which one. There was one that he just was like, "Nah, dude, this is just garbage."
1408.
Although he does say that his movie Maximum Overdrive, which I love that movie to this day. He says, "Oh my God, I don't know what I was on. I believe I was taking a lot of cocaine and other illegal substances as I wrote and directed this movie, and it shows."
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh, dude, Emilio Estevez and actually, and the chick that's the voice of Maggie, or of not Maggie, of Lisa Simpson. She's in it, and nobody else that I could say that person and that person. But it was, to me, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. So, author is held captive by his number one fan. If somebody comes up to you and says, "I'm your number one fan," turn around and run. Do not stick around. Just leave and watch your back, because she will be coming back with the sledgehammer to take out your ankles.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. This movie it was creepy as hell movie.
Giancarlo Esposito was in Maximum Overdrive.
That's homegirl from Total Recall, right?
No. Giancarlo Esposito
Who's Giancarlo Esposito? Oh,
from The
no, wait.
Mandalorian.
He was?
He plays Moff. Oh shit! I can't remember his name now.
Okay, now I got to look this up.
He's the guy looking after he's looking for the Dark Blade.
He was in it?
He's a video player, apparently.
Oh my God, that scene was like so short. Like to tell you how he was unrecognizable to this. Now that you name him off, he goes and he's collecting up all the freaking cigarettes because they were getting shot out of the machine, and he's like, "Yeah," and then he walks up to one of the video games, puts his hands on the sides, and the video game then electrocutes him. He's just like, "Oh!" And that was it. That was his whole scene in the movie. Wow. Yeah. Didn't even realize that was him. But homegirl from Total Recall is in it too. The one that played his girlfriend in the end.
The chick that was the the one he made up in the story.
Yeah. She's in it too. So interesting. It's a great movie. It's really bad. AC/DC, great music for the movie.
All right.
Next, we've got coming in at number 6, The Long Walk. The Long Walk, which we had already talked about, and that's the reason why I actually decided to put this together. But it was penned under the name of Richard Bachman, and like we said, this is it's up there with his stories, or as far as his books, but it's one that also has gone unnoticed because it's written under his pseudonym, Richard Bachman. Along with this story, he also penned, he wrote, like I mentioned, The Running Man under Richard Bachman. So it's good enough to make into a movie, and that's why it's on this list too, as one of his best books. But I'm definitely going to have to go out and I'm going to have to read this one. I don't think it's a very long one, but it seems pretty interesting. I mean, it's basically the Hunger Games, but without a chick with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Yeah. All right, next we've got Christine. Yay? Nay?
Never saw it.
1983. So
never even heard of it.
Man. All right. Well, the teenage boy becomes obsessed with a classic car that has a murderous mind of its own. That's basically it. The car is a villain.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's an inanimate object that becomes a slasher villain. It goes off and just goes on a killing spree. It can't go too many places. So here's the thing. if you're being chased by a murderous car, I think I would make sure that I'm able to go somewhere like a high rise to get away from this murderous car. Because is the car going to show up in this building? No. But most of the people are just caught outside. And then they get killed.
Sounds interesting.
It is. It's about a teenager's rage and toxic masculinity. It's a great book. I mean,
Yeah, I won't. I will not go read this one. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh, all right. We'll move on to the next one. How about the Dark Tower series?
Never read the series. Was this a movie?
Yes.
The Dark Tower?
Yep. And it was Idris Elba who played the gunslinger, and the bad guy was played by, I believe, Matthew McConaughey or Woody Harrelson. I know I can't really get those two mixed up, but
one of the brothers.
He's one of them.
I never actually watched this one.
So I did see the movie and I wasn't impressed by it. I did read the first book and it was very long and drawn out. I know they did, I think, some graphic novels to go along with it. I never got my hands on those. But a lot of people swear by this series and say it's a really good series. Its summary is: a gunslinger named Roland journeys across the dying world to find the mythical Dark Tower. It's kind of a blend of a Western fantasy, horror, and sci-fi into one genre, bending epic. The man in black fled across the desert. That's how it starts off. But yeah, I might give it another try, but honestly, it was a hard read to start. And I just kind of put it down after that because I was trying to watch it before I watched the movie. So that was a while back. But
so I always confuse this one with Dark City.
With Dark City?
When I hear this title, I automatically think of Dark City.
Dark City was the one where they're on a ship that the people on the ship don't know that they're just kind of playing out a same story over and over again, and the ship shifts and all this other stuff, and then one guy finally figures out what's going on. Is that the one you're talking about?
Maybe. I don't remember the movie. I saw it. I remember one time my cousin that rented it was like, dude, we gotta watch this movie. I watched it with him and it was good, but I don't remember the series or the movie.
All right, let me look this up because I think it's the one I'm thinking about.
Kiefer Sutherland's in it, Jennifer Connelly, William Hurt.
Mm-hmm. It was actually a really good movie. It's weird as hell, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, so that's what I confuse this with every time I think of it. And then as soon as you said Idris Elba, I was like, oh, that movie. Never mind.
Yeah, the movie was not good at all. There was no, to me, there was no redeeming part to it. That was anything.
I mean, if you don't know that it belongs to a book, it was entertaining as hell. Just confusing.
The Dark City itself?
Dark City, the movie, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was confusing as hell, but it was good. I liked it. All right, moving on.
Next.
Man, you know what's crazy is that you say that, oh, you just listen to everything. I actually have read a lot of these books, like legit read.
Yeah, but a lot of these books hit their peak before Audible was a big thing.
That's true. Wow.
So I'm not surprised. I'm just product of the times.
True. All right, next we've got Stephen King's 11/22/63. So this is one that I never even heard of, but they did do I believe it was a Netflix film or show. Let me double check that. I don't know why I keep looking at my phone when I'm right in front of a computer. All I have to do is 11, 22, 63. The movie. So the movie has
Series?
James Franco.
Miniseries?
Or the Hulu original. Huh?
Is it a miniseries?
It's a Hulu original.
Yeah, it's a series. It's got like 10 episodes.
So yeah, it came out in 2016, and it had James Franco in it, an American sci-fi thriller television miniseries. Now, you know what? I'm actually have to go back and see this.
That's why I never watched it, because James Franco was in it.
I'm not a fan of James Franco, but I did love him in the interview. You've seen the interview.
Turned it off like 5 minutes in.
Oh my God, dude. When he says, wait a minute. Did Eminem just say he's gay? That's Seth Rogen's asking James Franco that. And he's all like, wait a minute. Did you just come out of the closet? Did you just say you're gay? It's all like, well, yeah, I'm gay. And then he just, oh, dude, that movie's hilarious. I don't care what you say.
Can't do it, man. I don't like James Franco. And to tell you the truth, I don't even think Seth Rogen's that funny. So,
you know, if he is not writing it, he actually does a pretty good job when somebody else is writing for him. So I did watch this one show that he was just in recently, and I can't remember the name of it, but he's basically a producer over at, I forgot what studio, and it's a funny show. It's a really good show. If you get a chance, I got to look it up, and I'll tell you. If you have a moment just to catch the first episode, it's only 23 minutes. They're short episodes. So it's worth all right, that wasn't too bad. I didn't have to sit through too much. But so a man discovers a portal to the past and tries to stop the JFK assassination, but changing history isn't so simple. So it's part thriller, part romance, part time travel tale. So this is another take away from his normal stuff. And yeah, I mean, sounds interesting.
I probably won't read it, but I might go back and read the Dark Tower series.
I'd probably do like I would definitely do the Dark Tower series. I would do The Long Walk. You should check out, which they should have put it on here, but The Running Man, because it's actually a really good, and it's not very long, but that book was really good. And I would probably go through The Stand, which that was a long freaking book, but it's definitely that one's worth the read.
Maybe.
So, all right. And lastly, we've got The Body. So if you guys don't know what The Body is, I actually put a picture of what they turned it into, which is Stand By Me. So this is not a book, but this is one of his short stories that was first written in a different season, or in different seasons, back in 1982. And the story was, I don't remember how long. It was really short. But then they turned it into Stand By Me, which is a coming of age story of these guys these kids that travel to go find a dead body. And in that journey, they find out that they're growing up. And Will Wheaton ends up with a leech on his wiener.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton? You've seen this movie.
I've seen
this is a classic.
Many times. Many
I
times.
love this. It's a great movie.
Every character in this movie is so good.
Yeah, it is. And this is long before Corey Feldman turned into just a creepy looking grandma that can't sing.
A lot has gone into creating that creepy grandma. There's a lot of backstory that's happened to that man.
But it's like, wow.
I know you love him from the Lost Boys.
Hell yeah.
I love Corey Feldman from The Goonies and the voice of Tello in the first TMNT movies.
Well, he was in a lot of great movies. I mean, you mentioned the Goonies. That's where he kicked it off. He started in the Goonies. He was in Stand By Me. He was in The Lost Boys, The Burbs, and then all the movies that the two Coreys did together. License to Drive, Dream a Little Dream. I mean, there were a lot of great movies, and he played great characters in all of these movies.
Yeah.
And now he's just crazy.
Teddy Duchamp, dude.
He literally became Teddy Duchamp.
Teddy Duchamp. Isn't that who he plays in this movie?
Yes.
Yes.
And he was crazy, and they would always say that his dad was nuts because his dad put his ear to the freaking stove, and that's why his ears all burned. So
good.
It's a great movie. And this short story is a great, it was a great short story also. In that the same book, which is what do they call it when it's a bunch of stories put into one big book? I'm drawing a blank on the word. But in different seasons, and then a couple of other books that he has that Stephen King put out that have just a compilation of stories, which I have it right here. Which this I will look at my Audible because I downloaded 2 of his books. Actually, I downloaded a lot of his books. The Salem's Lot is another really great one.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have a chance to read that. Nightmares and Dreamscapes. So there's 2 parts with this one. There's part 1 and then there's part 2, but they're both Nightmares and Dreamscapes. He was in the first Nightmares and Dreamscapes, he was writing a story about his son playing baseball and how he traveled with his son's Little League team. And the way he wrote it was just like it brought you into that day, the day that they had their big game. And you were just like, when you read it, you're invested in the story, and it's great. It just goes to show that Stephen King isn't just a master of horror, but he's just a master writer. And it's a really good, he is a great writer. So Stephen King is more than a master of horror. He's a chronicler. I can't say that word. Freaking non-Mexican word of human experience through the lens of fear, memory, grief, and wonder. His stories stick with us not just because of the monsters, but because of the people who face them. Whether you've been haunted by Pennywise or moved by the body, King has left a permanent mark on geek and literary history. So, guys, with that is This Week in Geek History. And we're going to do this. So that's pretty much it.
So the stories that they chose were pretty good. The ones you isolated out of because there was 19 in the link we were using, right?
Yeah.
There's a few that I do know on there that I didn't know were Stephen King like books or whatever, like 1408, Children of the Corn. There was a few more that I saw that I wasn't sure about. Oh, The Green Mile. Such a good movie.
Shawshank
Redemption, The Mist,
Mm-hmm.
The Shining.
That's the movie, The Shining, that he absolutely abhors that Kubrick did, and he'll to this day just bash on it because he hates what he did. They actually did a miniseries that was far better than the original Kubrick movie, and that Stephen King praised more because it was closer to what the book was. So
it's funny because had you phrased it the right way, I would have known exactly what you were talking about because of Ready Player One. A creator who hates his own creation.
I didn't even think about that, but yes, the creator, and that's only used in the movie.
Yep.
So, but all right, man, we have gone longer than we've gone in a long time, which is amazing, but it's fun. So I think it's because we just stuck on that freaking K-pop Demon Hunter for so long.
It was good, man.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Book report in the morning.
All right, well, we are going to definitely call it a night, guys, because it's been fun, it's been real, but it's been really long. So I'm actually going to be out at We Can Be Heroes this coming Saturday because they're actually going to be having quite a few signings from different people from Star Wars there. So if you guys are looking for some Star Wars stuff, head down to We Can Be Heroes in Chatsworth for the signing. I will be there. I will be doing interviews and also talking to the people that are there to sign. We got LA Comic-Con coming up, guys. We are really excited. We're starting to ramp up and starting to get ourselves in gear and getting ready for this. So we'll see what happens come the day of, because I'm really nervous. I always get nervous for this stuff, man. But I guess that's it, man. I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else either.
All right. Well, then take us home.
Anyway, so as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you see when we're coming on. Thanks for joining us. I know it's been crazy because you've had to look at this guy's face by yourself for many weeks now, but we are gearing ourselves to get ready for LA Comic-Con. There's supposed to be a con here in town. I'm trying to go check out. I don't know if it was last week or if it's coming this weekend, so I got to figure that part out. But I will be there, so I hopefully will find my donor mic so that I can do some interviews and talk to people and record. But we'll see what happens. Dude, I threw myself off right there. Anyways, so we dove into the Stephen King movies. We talked a lot about things that are coming out soon. Join us next week, and we'll be right back here doing the same thing, same geek channel, same geek time when the saga continues.